So I'm going to give you a few exercises, very simple to do to boost energy. So shaking, tapping and stretching up to the sky like a tree, and then cleanse that aura, release any stress, worry, tension, and just shake. If you don't like shaking, you can tap. Tap down the back of the legs, on the inside and outside of the legs. And again, you can reach up, gather some heavenly chi, bring it back down, store it in the lower abdomen, reaching out to the sides, pushing out, gather in, give yourself a hug. Clearing the lungs, absorbing energy into your heart. Pulsing that energy, feeling into the field. And again, gather some to the head. Going over the face, sending healing to the eyes, the nose, the mouth. And going down, back to the stomach. Let's massage the kidneys as well. Just breathe with your hands on the kidneys, breathing in deeply. Try and feel the expansion to the hands. And we can try one move for the kidneys, so stepping one foot to the side and then opening with the palms facing each other, and gather back. Just alternate sides. Trying to keep the back straight. Leaning, shifting the weight, so I'm not using too much of my muscles. And just clear any stagnation there. Allow the negative energy to be converted into the positive. That's the idea. The lotus flower. The flower comes from the earth, the mud. So when we're in a difficult situation, we can use that to ground and to dig our roots. That's the time of winter, is about balance and stability and finding spiritual groundedness, centeredness. So just like the trees in winter, they lose their leaves, but they dig their roots deeper. So we can also advance our spiritual connection, to be part of this earth, this planet, which is one, our home, and connect with nature, the sun, the light, allowing the light to go into ourselves and heal through the vibration that light offers. It's like a wave of energy, and then we bring it into ourselves, selves, and then it heals with our awareness, with our intention. So you can go through each organ and breathe to it. So there's circulating energy, storing energy, gathering and purging, and then beyond that is just the movement, sending energy to different parts of the body, but recognizing it all works as a whole. This organism is a unit, and when we're in balance with our environment, then we feel connected to life. We're also connected to the plants, which are our breathing out what we breathe in. So there's always connections in life, and it's actually infinite connections, because we are divine. That's our source of energy, is the emptiness. So appreciating that helps us to live fully in the light, and see the web as well. So you're creating with your mind, but it's part of the collective mind, which is the subconscious. So being enlightened is when you go back to the source, which is emptiness, and then awakening is a bit like seeing how that source connects to the outside. So it's the yin and yang, the mindfulness and the meditation, the stillness and the movement. It's both important, and having also stillness within the movement, so your mind is still as you move, or you're just holding a chi ball and you're feeling it, you're breathing, you're listening to the breath, the movement of the breath. So that's movement in stillness. Then you've also got stillness in stillness, which is just sitting or doing not much, and you're also trying not to think. And then you've got movement in movement, so you're actively acting, very yang style, active. So that's also beneficial in some ways. But when the yin and the yang are in balance, then it's called Tai Chi, or yin and yang. It has no name, because how do you name something between that has no sides? It's like hot and cold. Warm is in the middle, but warm is more hot. So how do you define what's in the middle? That's what the Tao is, or the you can't name it unless you feel it with your right brain, because the left brain is logical, and logic is only a tool to define things. So I've got nothing else to say. Knowing that you know nothing or very little is like wisdom or humility, or seeing. It's seeing the truth. It's what really exists, not the illusion of perception. So we get little glimpses of like, oh yeah, there is something that's beyond this reality, and then you try and figure out what it is, and that's the left brain trying to label the right brain experience, which is complete. It's more like it's